Hi everyone. Okay, so I'm just going to run through how to do your 3D printing. So you have a choice of either printing the dice that you've created or your name tag. So you can print one of those. So what we're going to do is, first up, I have finished my beautiful shape that I'm going to be printing, and I've gone around and I've checked it, given it quite a bit of spinning, made sure it's all okay, it's all the right size, all the right look. I might want to double check some of the sizes. So if I click this ruler up here, I can measure edges. We got 20 mil here. We got 50 mil here. So just double checking that everything's the right size. Okay, and so I'm all ready to 3D print. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to the make icon. So 3D print, make. If I click on that, this box appears. Just make sure it's not tucked into the corner, make sure it's expanded. And first off, I'm going to select what I want to 3D print. So I want this beautiful shape here, and click on it. And it's nice and highlighted to show that's what I want to print. So if I look over here, I've got medium refinement. Doesn't need to be fine, it's not something teeny tiny. So that's right. Just made sure that this box is ticked, so it'll automatically open Cura for me, and make sure that Cura is selected because that's the program we're going to use. Click OK, and now we just have to wait for Cura to appear. So Cura is the program that will talk to the 3D printer. So it takes our Fusion 360 file, converts it into something that the 3D printer can print off of. It's kind of like a translation program. So, as you can see, this is opened up. I'm just going to get rid of that box. And it's all good to go. So, as you can see, mine has landed flat here, which is pretty much how I want it to print. But if I wanted to adjust it at all, I just have to click on it. And I can lift it up, I can lift it to the side, the other side. So if I was printing more than one object at a time, I'd try and move them out of the way of each other, so give them plenty of space. But I'm only printing the one, so I'm just going to make sure these are all 0, 0, 0, so it's right in the middle. Okay, and then let's see, I don't want to scale anything. I'm just going to make sure it lays flat. Okay, so that basically means that the program's determining that it's sitting as flat as it can on the board. So we always want to select lay flat. If I need to turn it, I can rotate it, but it's automatically locked to where I want it to be. So if you have any issues, you want to get kind of the flattest surface on the bottom. Unfortunately, mine has lots of overhangs, but sometimes it'll be easier to rotate it, so maybe the overhang is printing above, like this piece here, instead of out to the side. So this is going to require quite a lot of support material because it's so overhangy, but that's okay. That's just how this shape is. All right, so we're all ready to go. It's in the right spot. So I'm going to come over to here, to this new box that's popped out, and I'm going to check Pursa i3. So you might have to add a printer, in which case you just want to select Pursa i3, which I think is an other. But luckily mine's already added, so I don't need to do that. Yours should also be added, because that's the most similar model to what we've got at school. Materials plastic, so that's fine. Normal profile, all good. So what we want to change is a couple of things. So we've got the temperature. Mine's been selected to 210 already, but yours might be 200. Just make sure it's 210. So it's nice and hot, because that's how you get the best finish. The infill, that's all good. Shell should be good. Speed should be good. support. So we just want to make sure that this is ticked. Support everywhere. Cool. That is excellent. So we also want to adjust the build plate adhesion. So that's basically the bottom support. So we have a choice between skirt, brim, and raft. For your small dice, I would recommend brim, just because it's so small. This provides a little bit more sticking ability to the bottom, a little bit more support. So that's all good. I might cut that down to 4, but you don't really need to worry about it. And yeah, that's good to go. All the rest. All right, so now we just save to file. And I want you to save it to your H drive first, and then also, once that's saved, you can pop it into the card reader. So in each 3D printer, there is a little card on the side. So you just need to eject that by pushing it in, and it should pop out. Pop that into a card reader that connects into a USB port. Pop that in and put that file on it. Once you've got that on there, you can take that card and put it into your 3D printer, and you should be able to select your file, whatever you've named it, make it something obvious. Select your file from the list on the little screen on the 3D printer. Okay, so I hope you're able to do that. If you have any questions, let me know. Yeah.